Alright. Now we want to tell the engagement story. When it came to the point that we decided we want to be married, I went, found a ring, and the ring's a whole different story. I don't even have tape to tell that story. But what I did was I wanted to incorporate everything I could into our engagement story and stuff, like how we had met, a couple important events, whatever. And so what I did was we went, I picked her up, and I had been teasing her that I'd get engaged to her for 1 or 2 months by then. And so by that time she was so uptight with me and so mad that I had given her a ring that she'd never believed me and stuff, and that's what I wanted to happen.
I knew that he had bought the ring, and he hadn't proposed to me for 2 months, so any girl would be a little, see?
She wasn't little though, she was more than a little.
Sometimes more than a little.
But anyway, so she never believed what I'd say and everything. That's what I wanted to happen and stuff. And so when the time came, what I did was I went and picked her up and treated it like it was just a normal date or whatever. And we went and I drove down by the bus field to kind of symbolize the very first time we went. And we were talking, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's the bus field." And she's like, "Oh." And so anyway, and so I was like, "Okay."
I noticed.
It backfired on me. I was like, "Okay, one down." So I wanted to take her to our favorite restaurant. So I took her to P.F. Chang's, and it was an hour-and-a-half wait, which was perfect for me because I was like, "Oh, that'll give me time to go, you know, walk around or whatever." So we walked up by the Galvin Center, and the Galvin Center had a fishing pond for little kids or something like that, and they just barely put in about, what was it, 2,000 fish? 2,000 baby fish, whatever, in this ice skating rink, and they filled it with water. And so I go, "Well, let's go look at that." And so we walked up there, and when we got there, we saw these fish were floating in the water and stuff, and I was like, "Why are all these fish floating around?" So we went and talked to the guy that was cleaning them all out, and we're like, what had happened was a couple of kids had thrown some chlorine tablets in the water and stuff, killed every fish in the thing. And so we were sitting there like, "Wow, that's pretty interesting."
That wasn't part of the date. It just kind of happened that way. And, you know, wasn't really romantic, but it was funny.
It was very funny, but not romantic. That's true. So after that, I decided we'd go up to the temple and stuff. And we got to the temple a month or two. Was it a month or two?
About a month earlier.
About a month earlier, we had went to that reflection pond at Salt Lake Temple, for those who have been there. And I had said a month before, make a wish and throw this penny in there. And so she made this wish, and I had asked her what her wish was, and she said, "Well, that you'd marry me." And I was like...
No, that you'd ask me to marry you in that decade.
Yeah, in that decade. See how bad she was back then? That's what she said. So I was like, "Well, here's a penny, throw another one in there." And she's like, "No, I don't want to throw it in there because wishes don't come true." I was like, "Just throw it in there." And she's like, "Fine, I'll throw it in there." So she gets the penny, she throws it in there, and I'm like, "What'd you wish for?" She goes, "I'm not telling because last time it didn't come true," so that was kind of making me feel good inside. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, I got it wrapped around my finger."
Oh, God.
So then we talked a little bit about marriage and stuff like that when I was at the temple and stuff. We went down to P.F. Chang's again. We ate dinner, and she got her favorite stuff. What is it, huh?
Orange peeled chicken.
Orange peeled chicken, my favorite thing. And so after that, we drove up on Wasatch Boulevard, and I drove up to this cemetery, and I said, "Okay, hon, get out." And so we were chatting or whatever, and I was like, "Well, put this blindfold on." She's like, "Well, put a blindfold on?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so she puts the blindfold on, and we start driving down Wasatch Boulevard, and she starts saying, "Go ahead, tell me what you're telling me."
Well, okay, he brings me in the car and blindfolds me, and I'm like, "Where are we going?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Are you really my boyfriend? Where are you taking me?"
After 6 months talking about marriage, she's wondering if I'm a psycho by then.
I watch movies.
So anyway, she thinks she's got a serial killer in the car, so we drive down the thing, and we get to the very first... I wanted to take her to the first place that we'd ever said we loved each other, and it was this little place that's on the side of the mountain on Wasatch Boulevard and stuff, and so...
Like, overlooks the valley and stuff.
Yes.
And
So what I did was I left her in the car with her blindfold on, and I had put a blanket and all this stuff in there, so I'd taken up, put a blanket, some candles, some roses, and some sparkling cider and stuff, and set it all up for her and everything. And then I picked her up, and I carried her up to the thing, and I put her down, and then on the blanket, and then lit the candles and everything. And then bad part was I forgot how to get the cork off of the Martinelli stuff.
I'm still blindfolded at this point. So all I hear, well, he's over there like trying to get off with his teeth. He's like, "Ah, ah, ah," and that's all I can hear. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And, "Yeah, don't anymore. I got it taken care of." And struggling.
I was struggling. So I finally get that off and stuff, and so then I gave her a drink, and I said, by that time I was so nervous, I was just like,
drink the drink. I'm like, oh, sorry.
And then I gave her the roses, and then I gave her the poem, and yeah, I don't know what the poem says anymore.
Something about me and how he likes me and stuff.
Yeah, how I like her and stuff. And so then after I gave her the poem, then at the very end, it said that I had a surprise for her, and then I got down on my knee and I proposed to her. And now you guys have to understand a little bit. This is the true side of the story. What happens is that...
But like 2 weeks earlier, I was playing basketball and I sprained my ring finger. And I knew that he was probably going to propose to me sometime soon, and so I kept trying every night, like ice my finger and get it small or whatever, but it was still pretty fat. And so he pulls out the ring, and you know, we'd had my finger size and everything, and it was about 2 sizes bigger than it should. Well, my finger was about 2 sizes bigger than normally. And so he gave me the ring or whatever, and I'm like, you know, all excited and stuff. And then I get the ring, and I couldn't get it on my finger.
No, she was just like this. She's all, I go, well, will you marry me? And she's like, yeah. And she's trying to get the thing on, and she's pushing, and I'm like, calm down, honey. No, I gotta get it on. I gotta see this thing. So she gets it finally on and everything, and she's like, this is so cute. And then she's like, oh, I love you. Boy, this will probably sparkle a lot in the light. So she's all, boy, this is really nice. So let's go look at it, and we'll show everybody and everything. I'm like, well, do you want to give me a hug, or do I give you a kiss?
I gave you a hug.
So she was all fighting about it and everything, and so I finally like, okay, I guess we'll just pick it all up, and it wasn't very romantic after that. She's so under the ring or whatever. Just kidding, it was romantic. So she was all happy and everything, and so she finally got a ring that she'd been waiting for 2 or 3 months, whatever. And
yeah, but while we're on the subject of injuries, I know you guys probably all noticed this spot on my forehead, and it's not a mark, and it's not mascara, and it's not a jewel. I'm not.
She's from India.
I'm not from India. Last week in my basketball game, a girl elbowed me and split my head open, and I had stitches in it, and it's still healing up. So you know, just don't stare at my forehead when you talk to me. And it would have been probably better now, but this little guy conked me in the head on Thursday, the day I got my stitches out, and made it bleed again.
They should turn on the owls with that injury.
But that was our engagement story, and have sympathy for my disabilities.